Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to give you my review for episode 4 of Obi Wan Kenobi. The episode opens with Kenobi being rushed into the medical bay where he is placed in the Bacta tank to heal. He has a quick flashback of his battle with Darth Vader and we hear Darth Vader's breath throughout until Obi-Wan gets out of the tank asking for Leia. We move to Noor at the Fortress Inquisitorius where Leia is interrogated by Riva and tells Leia no one is coming and that Obi-Wan is dead. We then see Tala and Kenobi on Jabim, where Tala asks Roken for help. He refuses at first and said that Obi-Wan needs to leave. Obi-Wan asks him to help him rescue Leia. He decides to help him. They view a map of the fortress where they make their plans to infiltrate it. Roken and the others say that it is impossible to get in, but Obi-Wan says that if he has to, he'll go on his own. Tala said that she will help him, and she still has her clearance as an officer. They take the shuttle to Noor. Obi-Wan uses the Force on the battery to test his abilities. Riva continues to interrogate Leia and asks Leia about the cell called the Path, and she thinks she knows. Leia asks how Kenobi died. She tells her. Leia says that she knows nothing about the Path. Tala lands on the fortress. Tala walks into the command center. Kenobi is underwater and Tala says that she is overriding the entry port underneath the fortress. Obi-Wan makes it in. Riva uses the Force on Leia's mind, but finds that Leia's mind is strong and not easily influenced. Lola flies out and is grabbed by Riva. Tala tells Kenobi that Leia is in the detention area in a secure sector. There are secret drives everywhere. An officer comes behind Tala and said that this wasn't her station and asks her to come with him. She does and knocks him out. Obi-Wan hides as a secret drive comes nearby. Going nowhere with Leia, Riva orders her troops to take her to the interrogation room where they will force the information out of her through painful means. Kenobi finds the secure center and goes in and discovers that it's a tomb full of Jedi. Obi-Wan is shocked and he sees the body of Tara Sinube, Coleman Cage and others. He also sees a young one encased. He then hears Leia screams and asks Tala for a distraction. As Riva is about to inflict pain on Leia, an officer appears and says it cannot wait. We then see Riva and Tala together. She informs Riva that she knows where the path is, but Riva is skeptical. The lights go out in the interrogation room and Obi-Wan attacks and kills the two troopers, rescuing Leia. A secret drive spots Leia and Kenobi and sets off the alarm. Riva orders her troopers to detain Tala. After Riva leaves, she attacks the guards and goes looking for Kenobi. Kenobi is attacked by stormtroopers and uses his skills with the lightsaber to deflect the blaster fire. As he does so, one of the blaster balls hits the window and begins to crack. He directs the blaster ball to the door panel and it closes as the troopers behind try to open it. Leia informs Kenobi of the glass. He uses the Force to keep the glass from breaking and not letting the water in until Leia safely runs to Tala. Once the troopers break through, Kenobi directs the cracks further along and thus breaking the glass and letting the water in. He runs to safety with Leia and Tala. They make it to the transport area where they are spotted by Riva and stormtroopers. As the stormtroopers are about to fire, two T-47 airspeeders arrive, blasting their way through. One lands. Leia, Kenobi and Tala get on board and flee to safety. One of the pilots named Wade gets killed. Vader is obviously royally pissed at her and begins to choke her with the Force and reminded her of the consequences of failure. She said she let them go, and as she has a tracker on them, Vader says that he underestimated her and lets her live for now. The airspeeder lands on another ship. Leia holds Kenobi's hand. We then see Leia's droid Lola, with the eyes of the droid turning red. The droid is a tracker. The episode ends. Overall, it is a good episode, but I have a couple of slight issues with it. At first viewing, I had one, but then after multiple more viewings and thinking about the episode, I found one other issue. My first issue is that for the past 3 episodes, Kenobi struggles with the Force, having not used it for so long, and used up all his energy to help Leia as she was falling, and having difficulty with fighting Vader in episode 3. Then in this episode, he is able, like old times, deflect blaster bolts and holding back the water. Maybe I'm missing something here, and if I am, please leave a comment below and let me know. My second issue is the airspeeders. One, they appear smaller than they were in The Empire Strikes Back. Also, in The Empire Strikes Back, they had 2 on the ship, one on the front and one at the back. They had none in the back in this one. I can understand one of the airspeeders not having someone at the back in order to rescue Leia, Tala and Kenobi, but that leads to one other problem. The back only has room for one pilot, as we see in The Empire Strikes Back, but here they are able to sit 2 fully grown adults and one 10-year-old. It was a surprise to see the tomb with the Jedi there. It makes you wonder, are they using them for Palpatine's massive plan of cloning himself and using the blood of the Jedi as they are force sensitive? I'm sure we'll find out in due course. We have 2 episodes left, so hopefully it will pick up from there. But that's it for now. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, may the force be with you.